I'm going to talk you through the aspects of how to design a garden in a bushfire prone area. It's really important when you live in a bushfire prone zone that you really look at the plan of your garden and the design aspects to minimise the risk of the fire coming towards your house. When looking at the structure of your garden beds, it's important to keep your plants nice and spaced and use open, wide leaf varieties such as the yucca and the tree ferns. Reducing the density around your house can really help save the fire heat. Try not to have too many ground covers. Loose leaf ground covers like the one we have here are fine, but you really want to make sure that you remove any of the excess mulch from around the bottom of your plants. This also will help stop the fire coming through. So dense dry matter is one of the worst things to fuel a fire. This might be nice and wet now, but through summer it's going to really dry out and it'll be great fuel for a fire. So we're going to get rid of this. Also, we're going to look at anything that needs to be pruned back. So now that we've removed the live mulch, you can still use a mulch. It's just important to choose the right ones for a bushfire zone. So things like a crushed rock or a gravel is a great choice. This will help hold the water in through summer and keep it nice and moist. As you can see, around the edge of our garden, we haven't used any timber. If you can use a stone or a brick, something that's not going to burn through a fire, much better to make an edge for your garden. As well as this, make sure there's paths and other fire breakages throughout your property. That way it's got a great barrier to make it a nice defendable space. When planting your garden around your house, just be sure to keep all your window areas free. So no planter boxes or anything should be in close proximity. We've got a nice stone path the whole way around our house. This creates another barrier between our windows and our house and the garden bed. Planting into pots is a great way to keep the greenery near your home through the winter months, but then when the fire seasons are through in summer, you can just easily pick them up and move them away. As you can see, we've used rocks around the edge of this garden bed. That leads out onto a nice lawn area. It's important if you're going to have a tree such as the one behind us that you have a nice break of lawn or some other thing like crushed rock or a driveway to stop it from being able to jump from the garden bed to the next. Minimising your risks through the plants that you choose is a great idea. So plants like camellias and rhododendrons are really great in resisting bushfires. When you have an area that's really heavily populated with trees, it's really important to have lots of clearings around your house. So check with your council for any regulations they may have before you do anything. Also plan to have more than one entry and exit to your property, because this way if a fire's approaching from one side, you always have a second option. So that's all the basic hints and tips when it comes to designing your garden. But if you need any more information, just contact your local fire authorities and they'll be able to help you out.